guy is an insurance broker.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that there's a rule that says that if you are reversing, you are automatically 100% at fault if you get into an accident, even if the other person didn't see you.
If you're reversing.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what he said. So whenever you're in a shopping center, you're going anywhere, you're trying to park, right? It says when you're the reversing vehicle, he said if there's one coming in and one going out, the reversing vehicle is what's going to be at fault. This is what happened with you.
I'm at a gas station.
Southern California, but the lights
You
are
were
shining
reversing.
bright here at
At the gas station.
He wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
You were the one reversing. They were believing you.
Yeah, I know. But that's not the reason why the cop told me. The cop told me because the way that I came in, I backed in the pump. I should have drove in the pump head first. That's my fault. I know. That's what I said. That's my fault.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and...
Slightly so. Me gusta.
Por, me manda saludos a
Okay.
¿Qué va a hacer?
A mí. No, ya no lo comía. Una tostando. Tostada.
Yes, I am, baby.
In motion comes the tight end left. They started on the ground with that one, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd down, you wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. It's Eckler again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
first down, Eckler. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shot. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run. It's Williams. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off him, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Massey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert.
Okay.
It's Mills. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
I'm going to get him off balance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 39, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Brewer. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field and risk it 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Johnson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Williams, the man in motion left. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second and 6. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the slot man goes in motion left. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Open man is Bateman, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Up the middle with Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The busy night continues for Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go with Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure this.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
third down. He'll drop to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown! Javonte Williams.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Herbert on first down now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some room to work. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. It's Eckler again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, here's Eckler. And some room to run now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card.